At the beginning of the movie, we see American soldiers in the middle of the war. As they move forward, they kill all the enemy soldiers on their way. They even attack a building with a bomb. And as they open the way to go inside, they come inside. So some snipers take their positions to kill the enemies. And when they go inside this building, there was a whole group of enemies there who they shot and killed. Almost all the enemies of this building were killed. But their war was not over. As soon as they went down, many more enemies came in front of them. Their number was so large that it was very difficult for American soldiers to win against them. But they still fought the war. They even fired a lot of bullets. And in this way, one of their soldiers was also killed. After killing all of them, another squad of enemies also came here, which Rudy quickly asks for help in his base camp. Now this war was going on, when suddenly a red light started to appear in the sky. With every increasing second, this light became so bright that the soldiers were also amazed to see it. And all the enemies and American soldiers came out to see this light. Suddenly, that red light turned into a white light and started flickering, as if the electricity of the sky is shining. These flickering lightning shocks now pick up the soldiers and take them somewhere up. And after the scene cut, now in a new scene, all these people are shown in glass containers. And we find out that these people were kidnapped by aliens for an experiment. Here, all the soldiers were getting the VN of the things they did last time. No, the VN of the last war was coming. The machines in which these soldiers were kept, suddenly that machine stops and the glass breaks and all these soldiers fall out of that machine. Suddenly, they did not understand what happened to them and where did they come from. The liquid in which they were standing, that liquid had also gone into their bodies. Coughing, coughing, these people take out all the liquid from their body. There was still liquid on their body. As it is said here, this is stasis liquid and it should dry out from our body after a minute or two. Everyone looks at him with surprise. He also gets worried that how does he know about this liquid? Although he remembers that in his past life, he had never read, heard or seen about stasis liquid. Anyway, now these soldiers were not able to understand where these people are. So a soldier says, I think we have been kidnapped by Russians or Chinese. This was a strange facility and some strange writings were written on some machines here. A man says that this writing is not of any language in the world. The surprising thing was that a soldier reads the things written on the machine here. The names of these soldiers were written on them. It was written that where did these people come from? And it was also written about a plague that all humans have had a plague. They were not able to believe this, but the soldier who had read this language, he did not even remember how this language came to him. The last thing they remembered was that they were fighting on the streets. But now when they saw their guns, it was full as if they had not been used. Now Kelly, who is the leader of all of them, tells them that we should run away from here before our kidnappers find out that we are free. As they move forward, they see a round gate that does not open even when the button is pressed. Now they did not have any option, so all of them together push and open this door. On going to the next side, they saw another door like this. The good thing was that they saw a vent here and they thought that there may be another way to escape from here on the other side of the vent. That's why they hold a torch in Ray's mouth and send Ray inside the vent. And Ray sees another opening on the other side of the vent, which was still safe. There was no enemy here, so he called all his companions here. When they come to this place, when they start investigating this place, they see the scratches of big nails here. That too towards the door. They felt as if a very big monster had been imprisoned here and he tried a lot to get out of here. Now a soldier says here, I think we are in a maze. And this maze is definitely made in an underwater prison. During these conversations, they hear strange voices and they move towards those voices. And on the way, they see bloodstains. And as they move forward, they see a lot of system switches coming off, which gives them an idea that because of these switches coming off, these people were able to escape from that prison. As they move forward, they see a lot of fog in a room. And quietly, when they are looking for the enemy there, bloodstains fall on the soldiers' faces. When these people look up, they are left in fear, because there were human corpses hanging above, whose hands and feet were both missing. They were cut. The same was the case in the next room. The corpses were scattered and a girl was tied between these corpses. The girl was alive. These people helped the girl and get her released. It turns out that the girl's name is Ravi, and in the meantime an alien monster attacks them. He attacks a soldier with his big claws, and all the soldiers standing behind him fall hard on him. In the back room we see that another soldier gets a strange weapon. In the other room, these people were still trying to kill the creature with their bullets, but it didn't affect the creature. He kills all 3 soldiers at once and makes them unconscious. And then the alien monster comes here and attacks him with his new weapon. But it didn't affect the creature much either. The creature grabbed the alien monster and threw him away from his neck. His weapon also fell down. And taking advantage of the situation, the other soldier picked up his weapon, reloaded it, and as soon as the monster was running towards him, then he attacked the monster with the same gun. And finally the monster fell. People thought that the alien must have died. That's why everyone gathered around the alien. But then the alien screamed in anger. He wasn't dead, he was injured. Before he could hurt them, Ravi comes from behind, who shoots him in the eye and kills him. After that, Ravi says something to him and leaves from there. They didn't understand what Ravi said, but what happened in Hindi is that Ravi is telling him to follow him. A lot of people start following him, and some soldiers who were trying to take their injured soldier with them. They see that the soldier has died here. When everyone came behind Ravi, one of them noticed that he knew the language of Ravi. They didn't understand the things they had never learned in life. How do they know? One interesting thing was that Ravi also started learning English, and he had never spoken English before. Before he could think about these things, a lot of monsters come in front of him. They try to kill them with a laser gun, but the laser gun was also with the creatures. It would have been better if they had left from here. Ravi, who falls due to a laser shot. The other soldier picks him up with support and tries to get him out of here. A man stands behind for backup and shoots the monsters again and again so that they don't reach the rest of the people. And while shooting, they also come to another corridor where Ravi sees a lever. When he moves this lever, the front door closes from where those monsters were coming. Now this lever could have opened from the other side. That's why Ravi puts a knife in the lock here, so that this door never opens. Those creatures were knocking on that door again and again, as if they will break it. The soldiers also knew that they would not be able to stop him for a long time. That's why they find a way to escape from here. And they see cables hanging from top to bottom, climbing on top of which they reach a bank. Until now, a soldier was behind, who had to cover them all. Here, those monsters had also opened the door. The last soldier also tries to shoot them, but they were too many. That's why he holds his gun. He also climbs up the vent. Before he could meet his companions while passing through the vent, a monster had pulled him back while holding his leg. The second monster had now come to the same vent where they were. That's why Rhodey shoots him on the head with the laser gun he had, kills him there. And finally, they succeed in reaching another room while passing through the vent. At this time, they were very sad that their 2 companions had been killed. They were venting their anger on each other. Even a soldier asks Rhodey, "How do you know how to use this laser gun?" Now, Ravi, who was shot by the monster with his laser gun, his leg was very injured. That's why they bandage Ravi. While talking here, Ravi tells them that I think these creatures are aliens, and I think we have to find a safe place to escape from them. Nash was still very scared. He was panicking, and here, Rhodey shouts at him and tells him to be quiet. Be brave. These people were fighting. Ravi tells them to stop fighting. And let's go from here. The aliens know that we have come here. They will follow us soon. To escape, it is only right that we have to keep walking. And we have to find a safe place. And I think there are motion sensors in this whole facility, because of which they can track us. And I think the aliens are using us as food. They eat humans. While talking like this, these people were moving forward from a door. As they moved forward, there was a bridge there, and there were a lot of lights there. And this place looked like a ruin. They noticed that the things they think are lights, they were actually slenders, not lights, in which human corpses are kept. Ravi tells that these are sleepers. Here, not the corpses, but the living humans are put to sleep. In fact, these people move forward from here and reach a place where there were a lot of big containers. Ravi tells that these are the containers in which the aliens have kept things, stealing from the earth. Ravi tells everyone here, the strange thing is that the aliens have not yet attacked us. He says, who knows? Maybe they are also planning to trap us in these containers. Kelly also thought that Roddy was right. Both of them think that there is only one way to keep themselves safe. That is to declare war with the aliens and attract the aliens towards themselves. Although Ravi was not agreeing with this decision, but still Jai's came and went. And he went to the hall and started singing, so that the aliens know where these humans are. As soon as he does this, a lot of aliens come to him. While shooting them, he hides himself. Now a lot of aliens were in front of him, who were also attacking them with their laser guns, and J.I.'s was also attacking them with his gun. Although J.I.'s guns had no effect on them. But these attacks were definitely making them angry. Now as soon as the aliens follow them, they come to these containers. So the hidden Roddy uses a laser gun as a sniper. He shoots a lot of aliens one by one, and the rest are killed by the hidden people here. They thought that their war was over, but before that, a new squad of aliens came here. These people started attacking them again, but this time no one's attack was working. Even the laser guns were not working on them, because they had brought an invisible shield in front of them. Now they knew that they had a way. Either die or run away from here. Everyone starts running away from here, and Nash also runs away from the containers and meets his team. These people were trying to run away from here in the middle of the containers. But at the same time, a creature eye falls on J.I.'s, and he shoots J.I.'s in the back, because of which J.I.'s dies there. And seeing his friend dying, Nash goes crazy with anger, and attacks the head of the same creature with his laser gun, who killed J.I.'s. And like this, another creature is also killed. These people came to another corridor while running, where Nash still covers them. And in the meantime, Ravi finds the lever from where this door could have been closed. He had just closed the door. On the other side, another squad of aliens came behind them. To escape from this, they took the support of a tunnel built on the wall, and they went down by sliding it, where a lot of people's flesh and bones were lying. And there was such a bad smell here, that some soldiers even vomited. When Nash starts losing himself here, then other soldiers scold him. And while listening to their voices here, a woman from above calls them. Ravi was surprised to see above, because she was his mother, who throws a rope down to call them up. Ravi first goes up and hugs his mother, and the rest of the soldiers keep looking at them. Ravi's mother was wearing a Russian soldier's uniform, which made them know that they were both Russian soldiers. But for now, they were not fighting a war between two countries. They were fighting a war between humans and aliens. That's why they were a group. Anya takes them to another area while saving them from the sensors here. Using a hatch, she takes them to a basement, where they see that all the walls here were decorated very well. Here they start telling Ravi's mother that how these people disappeared while fighting for the last time. And when they regained consciousness, they found themselves in a water jar. Ravi's mother says that it was a trophy room. She says that you would never have been able to get out of there if that machine had not been shut down. She says that she was also kidnapped, and since she has been kidnapped, she has forgotten to guess the time. But yes, she can guess so much here, that she has been here for about 20 to 30 years. And here she has an idea, that Ravi, who was still fighting with them, he was born in this base. Ravi's mother says that this is a kind of jail. And all these people who are coming in front of them, they are aliens. Humans had called the aliens somewhere. They thought that those aliens would be friendly with humans. But as soon as the aliens came here, they started taking everything under their control. As soon as they came to the world, they kidnapped the military strategy planners of the world's big militaries. They attached a special kind of device to their mind to find out how humans fight with each other in the world. She says that you have been trapped in these machines for years, and the war you are telling about, that war was never happening. A game was being played in your mind from the aliens, with which they were studying how humans fight, and because of this study, they were able to destroy the whole world in just a few weeks. The devices that were attached to their mind, they were two-way, which means, just like those devices were studying their minds, similarly, those devices were putting something in their minds. Because of this, they came up with different languages and new ways of fighting. She says that I was also in the sleeping chambers before, like the rest of the humans, but my companions helped me out of there, and then they all died. But I have been able to stay alive in secret. She says that I also know what the aliens want to do. They have put all the humans to sleep, and they are still working on how they can contact their planet again. And if they succeed in this, then understand, a lot of aliens from there will come here, and it will be even more difficult to fight. We just have to stop them somehow from doing this. Here, Nash was watching the pictures of his family, and he says with a long breath, "We can't leave here and go home anyway. So why not do good for the rest of the humans?" Listening to him and watching his daughter's picture, everyone remembers their children, and they think that now all those children must be about 40 years old. Anyway, they start their mission to kill all the remaining aliens. Anya tells them the plan, and according to her calculation, there were more than 24 aliens left here. And she says that there are still 24 aliens on the top deck, which are more dangerous than the rest of the aliens. These people can go up, but as soon as they go up, the aliens will immediately detect them due to the sensors. In this case, they will only have the option that they fight the aliens. And to fight, Anya, i.e. Ravi's mom, had some exploits, i.e. bombs. These people now make a plan and go up. Anya and Rudy implant this bomb on the top deck, while the rest of them start planning to distract the creatures at this time. Here Rudy first goes to the top deck. He goes to the top deck and sees that 2 aliens were already guarding there. He sees a sensor here that was already covered with blood, and he shoots the other sensor and breaks it. And so many aliens are also informed about the movement of humans here. That's why all the aliens come here. And these people also quickly come in front of the aliens. While shooting at the aliens, they were killing the alien. And here they had taken the dead alien as a shield, with which they were all trying to save themselves. As soon as they kill the aliens, they hide in the corridors. And here the aliens also send half of their team to the other side with the help of their sensor. Because there too the danger of humans was visible to the alien. There was only Anya there who was planting the bomb, and she also heard the sound of the aliens coming. She also alerts the rest of the people. But the people who had come to fight in front, they had no way. Everyone decides to turn back from here. And Rudy starts shooting at the aliens with a laser while covering them. Many aliens die, but now he had stopped working his laser gun. He picks up his old gun, and when he uses it, he becomes weak in front of the aliens. And the aliens pick him up on the shield and throw him up. Everyone had closed the door by going to the back corridor. That's why Rudy exploits the bomb in his hand. And along with the aliens, he is killed there. Now there were aliens on the other side too. Because of having a shield, humans are not able to fight them well. And the aliens attack Ravi's mom. Ravi screams loudly and Nash goes to the side with him. At the time when Ravi's mom is holding all the bombs in her hand, she presses the belt together, because of which this chamber breaks and goes down. Nash had hidden Ravi in a deck. Then he started singing so that all the aliens could be attracted to him. One by one, the aliens who came in front of him, he killed everyone with his weapon. But now the alien squad had come in front of him. He first thought of flying these aliens with bombs. And then he thought that if you have to die, then why not fight and die? That's why he started attacking everyone else with bullets. And the funny thing is that he killed everyone. On the other side, while listening to the silence outside, when Ravi came out, he faced the aliens. Here Kelly, who was picking up the aliens and killing them. He also finds a lot of people in a jail. Before he could free them, the alien guard attacks his head and makes him unconscious. After a while, he dreams that his daughter was happily surrounding the earth. At that time, the aliens kidnapped him, and as soon as he saw this, he came to his senses. As soon as he came to his senses, he found himself in jail. And Ravi was also in the front jail. The aliens had brought both of them here. As soon as Kelly comes to his senses, the alien comes here. And pulling Kelly by the legs, he takes him away from here. There was a hole there, in which, hanging Kelly, he started cutting his hands and legs. That he himself was shot and killed. Actually, Nash was hiding inside the hole, who killed the alien. Now both of them come out of here together, and kill all the aliens on the way, and also free the humans from the jail. Now one after the other, a lot of alien guards kept coming in front of them, whom he killed with his laser gun. After all the humans leave from here, they close the back door. They had also freed Ra. So now these people were gathered with 3 soldiers. Behind these 3, more aliens also got stuck. So they went to another corridor and hid behind the doors and took cover. When they thought that now these people will not be able to fight the aliens. So Nash made a great decision. He threw the bomb belt in another room and closed the door there, because of which all the aliens behind were killed. Nash started celebrating, without knowing that the problem has not been solved yet. From the same door with which he was stuck, an alien put his hand and stabbed his body. And Nash was also killed here. Now the door opens and the same alien comes here in front of them. And Ravi is recognized that he is the alien leader. Kelly takes care of himself and picks up a knife. He starts fighting with this alien. But the alien's power was much more than this. He picks up Kelly and hits him on the roof, and Kelly falls down. His knife also fell down. Now the alien picks up his knife and takes both knives and goes towards him. And before he could cross the door, Ravi closes the same door, because of which the alien comes in the middle of that door, divides into two parts and is killed. Finally, now all the aliens were killed. Now Kelly went to Ravi, who had already come forward. She was seeing light above. That is, this was the way to go out. Ravi was afraid to go up, but taking Kelly with her, she goes up. Kelly runs after a long time, and Ravi sees the earth for the first time. Kelly notices that this earth is completely destroyed, and these were the aliens behind its destruction. And just by showing all this movie ends here.